Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dota 2. We are here in the BTS series and we are back with Navi and Arcade Esports. I'm Lysander. I'm going to be joined here by Hades today. And we've got quite a game. Arcade, I watched the game with Coddle the other day. Thought, they were pushovers, but turned out they weren't. And it also turns out they have some players that you may or may not know if you are a big fan of CIS Dota. Isengard will prevail, and Matt Cosbad. Just a few names that pop out to me once again. I believe they were the team that fought a punch the other day, if I'm not wrong. I sadly missed that game, but we'll see. How are you doing, Hades?
I'm all good. Still getting a bit used to the time zones. I'm still kind of new to casting CIS Dota, but definitely very interested to watch Arcade Esports play, especially since I've done a bit of research. Seems like they're one of few teams in 6.86. They're not afraid to experiment with these new heroes. Besides Lone Druid, they definitely do like the Earth Spirit quite a fair bit.
Okay, Earth Spirit. I can't remember. Was it? Did they play Earth Spirit in the BTS series yet?
Yeah, I think that was yesterday against Elements Pro Gaming.
Okay. So did they win?
Hold on, just checking it out. Hold on. Yeah, I
I
think
mean,
they.
if I understand this VTS series, it's a single elimination. If you're new to this, it's a single elim, so you only get one chance at a BO3. So you don't want to make too many mistakes. Earthspirit's all good, but then our in-house expert Kodo guy, who actually does cosplay as a Moonlight rather as a Earthspirit picker in the night while pubbing, he actually says that the nerf to the magnetic grip. Requiring Aghanims to pull allies is actually quite a huge deal, and has nerfed the hero considerably because you can no longer save teammates from an absurd amount of range. And he says it affects the hero greatly, and I am inclined to believe him, even though we're both not professional players and I don't play Earth Spirit. I still think, from a theoretical standpoint, it is quite enough. But with regards to new heroes, I mean Invoker. I've been seeing a lot of Reddit threads already about him. I think a previous buff to Alacrity now coming into play here with that level 1 Invoke being defaulted. You have that opportunity to go for the X Sword, allowing you to build into Alacrity early game with a Quas Wex build. What do you think about that?
Um, Right, I mean the buff to Invoker. I mean I guess it's about time since he has been falling out of the meta in recent patches, but it's always really nice to see Invoke coming back into play. Okay, regarding this for now, it's still a bit too early to tell. I think the Quas Exalt is a bit too greedy, especially since Arcade Esports have come out with very strong early game heroes in the Chen and Viper. So okay, I mean I haven't seen that much Dendi Invoker for quite a while. I was kind of hoping to see something else, but I guess we'll just see.
I mean, everyone is picking Invoker, so it is logical to actually hop on the bandwagon and actually grab up Invoker for yourself. You mentioned about Quas Exort. Yep, that build. A lot of people have like just shunned it because the more favorable Quaswex build, and now with the introduction of Fairy Fire, making it a lot easier for Invoker to bypass that early game issue of damage. Invoker's weak in the early game to ganks due to his low mobility, his lack of spells. I mean, Quaswex does really alleviate a lot of that, increases survivability, Ghost Walk, Tornado for some sort of defensive use as well, whereas Quaswex leaves you right out in the open. And I think a lot of concerns were because the Alacrity just gives too much of a buff in the early game, 30 damage, 30 attack speed, just for one value point the next sword. And I think that's what's got everyone's knickers in a twist. But Arcade Esports, do you like their draft? Are they're going more towards the 6.85 Slada Juggernaut kind of push. Juggernaut rated really highly for his good bet as well as his overall kit. Magic Immune, good team fight ultimate.
I would think it's pretty okay. Just having the amplify damage is always really strong, especially since Navi, the BH, and Ancient Version. These are heroes who will definitely suffer to such a lineup as Arcade Esports. And I mean, just the lack of setup alone, all the more just emphasizes that this Invoker is probably going to go into the Quas Wex. Quas Exort seems a bit too greedy to take on any of the push coming out from Arcade Esports. So actually, I would favor Arcade Esports for the first 20 minutes of the game compared to Navi. unless your Ember Spirit decides to go for a bit
10
more fighting
seconds
build like
remaining.
that drums and treads instead of your travels. So let's
5 seconds
see. Yeah, I mean,
remaining.
I'm kind of worried for Arcade Esports, but I think they should be picking up just one more support pretty soon. Maybe,
Reserve time.
maybe the Oracle. Is that still in the pool?
Oracle for arcade. Yeah, I think I did see them play a lot of Oracle. If I'm not mistaking them for Elements, I believe Elements played them the other day, and I'm just getting mixed up these two teams. I'm not so familiar with the CISCs, but Oracle was picked a lot in that series, and I believe Oracle was against them all three games. But yes, Oracle is really good. I kind of feel that he's the new
Navi's
Winter
turn
Wyvern.
to battle.
A lot of good spells in his kit. What I do fear for actually Navi, you said you fear arcade esports. I find it quite the contrary actually because
Dire team
Juggernaut,
pick.
Slaughter, Chen, they all lead towards early game team fights, pushing really hard. Viper, Juggernaut are heroes that are extremely difficult to deal with early, well, late to early game. Well, I mean, late early game to middle game. And if you're not careful, you could find yourself losing a lot of towers. Ancient Apparition is not the hero you want to pick when you are dealing up against a push. I mean, yes,
10
Quaswex
seconds
Invoker
remaining.
can be useful with the EMP Tornado, but he can't
5
um,
seconds remaining.
push these spells out constantly and stop these pushes because there's a Juggernaut Healing Ward and
Reserve time.
Invoker's Tornado cannot be just thrown out to clear a creep wave. And even then, it's not strong enough. So I'd like to see some anti-push from Navi. They
Navi's
need to
turn
buy
to
some
pick.
time for this Ember Spirit. And now with this Lion, it's going to be even more difficult.
Well, I mean, that's why I mentioned it came down, it comes down to the personal preference in terms of playstyle and the way you itemize. Like, especially since if you want to be fighting early on the Ember Spirit, the Treads, Aquila, and Drums, it's still pretty decent compared to if you go for the Brutal Travel, where you're expecting to just lose towers. But this is one thing which Navi currently do, and that's why they picked up
10
the Ancient
seconds
Apparition
remaining.
for that counter push, since the Chen is probably going to be rushing the mech with the Viper
5
and the
seconds
Juggernaut.
remaining.
That's a lot of sustain coming out.
Wait, you said
So
AA for the counter push?
yeah, in a way, because
Reserve
with the
time.
level 6 Ice Blast, it's really hard to push. You just destroy this. It pretty much negates items like the mech coming out from the chin
That's true.
and
That's
all
true.
heal.
Yeah. It's actually a good point. But then again, the main problem comes back to is the AA going to get that level 6 in time? Um, Two questions. Do you think that Bounty is off lane or support?
Probably gonna be their roaming support, and if he's not helping mid, he's probably just gonna be going to the jungle and trying to mess around at the Chen's farm. Tiny off lane.
Okay. It could be tiny off lane. It could be a tiny support. Wait, let me see if Navi are playing their full squad. Once again, not using their full names. Hopefully, when they load in, it will be the case. Navi has been changing their team up a little bit recently. But I also like to ask you a second thing. What do you think about the Ember Spirit Boots of Travel build over the old Drum Threats Battle Fury combat style? What are your thoughts? Do you hate it, love it? I don't know.
I actually prefer the Boots Travel build. Been
Okay.
experimenting between both, trying to trying to figure out which one works out. And I mean, DTR Raya, he does play a pretty mean Ember Spirit, so I think this is probably one of those quick,
10
just
seconds
more
remaining.
quicker paced games. So the treads and the drums is probably going to be its
5
option instead of
seconds
the travels.
remaining.
All right. Okay. I professionally disagree with you. I hate the Boots of Travel build, but okay.
Prepare
I guess
for
there are two
battle.
types of people. I still haven't gotten on board it. There's some things that we just impulsively hate, even though the pros do it. It can irk us, and maybe it's just a bad experience I have in pubs, but I'm sure Didya Ron knows what he's doing. After all, he used to come from Power Rangers, the Navi Slayers. Ironic that he is actually on Navi now. So, who is this bunch of numbers, I wonder, on Ancient Apparition? We shall find out. Sansa Stark, also known as Dandy, will be playing the Invoker. Didya Raw Ember Spirit. We have Ancient Apparition played by the bunch of numbers. Soneko, Bounty Hunter support, and Offlane Tiny will be played by A for Exmo or Art Style. I don't think Art Style plays support, honestly.
Uh,
Offlane.
yeah, that's
Is it
Exmo.
Expo?
Exmo,
It's Expo,
yeah,
right?
it's
Yeah,
Exmo.
it's Expo. Yeah, you see, Navi have like 7 people on their team. They
30
have
seconds to
LeBron
battle.
Dota, Shadowway, in case you don't know a few of the lesser known names, and they have, of course, Expo. If you're not familiar with them, I don't believe Art Style is playing unless he's this bunch of numbers. I really hope. he's one of these guys because I'm confused as hell. Do you mind checking out his Steam profile?
Yeah, I think it is because in the lobby it said that. I think this is like because it's not ticketed, so that's why it shows their
Okay.
the spoof IG
Alright,
names.
alright, so
Right.
Smurf style, we're playing on the Ancient Apparition, alright. And Stunderground, just in case Bounty Hunter was thinking about sniping the rune there. And Arcade Esports, they're running that very hyper-aggressive push lineup. And to be honest, they can transition late game as well. Slaughter makes any kind of thing, Tofu, easy to bring down. And with quick hacks from Lion, it could shut things down very quick. But the other day, I thought Arcade the team that Navi
Oh,
faced had the upper hand in
Snako.
the draft. Okay, okay.
Oh, he
Oh
popped the
no!
dust.
What was he doing? He was trying to go for the courier. Alright,
Oh, he's gonna get it.
he's
Is
gonna
he gonna
live.
get away?
Yeah, he's probably gonna.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, no, he's dead. No, he's not. I think he's fine. The dust wears off, and there's not another one for 15 seconds. So dropped really low, but he has bought a bit of time for his friends. The courier will not be walking out for now, though. Very, very good of the Chen to be vigilant, and Soneko will not be getting a snipe today. No sir.
But still, I mean, yeah, he has to have Zero and the Orb of Venom. He's definitely gonna be messing around, or if anything, he's gonna be leeching EXP after Chen. That's so he pretty much benefits just from this jungling Chen. Alright, so Slada against an Ancient Apparition. Okay, this lane should be okay for him. I mean, he just doesn't have to get caught out.
Soneko, chased by a tomato, could have the clap come down on him if he's not careful. There are no boots for the Bounty Hunter, but he's okay. He's got 315 move speed unless Lion rotates in for a bit of fun. Otherwise, he should be okay. Isengard just tapping away the Tiny trying to get that level 2. I think that's when he gets his combo, can try and do some early game bursts, and yep, Dandy going for the one-on-one on Invoker, so Alacrity Cold Snap could be a thing now. He's gonna go for it. Matt costs bad, because he's going down his first blood. Oh, never mind. Pops the Fairy Fire in time. Draws the first blood on Suneko instead. So great play here from the Viper. Will make a best case out of a worse situation. And now Slaughter gonna steal the rune away from the Ancient Apparition, even cop some damage while we're at it. And well, what do you think the plan is here now for Na'Vi? What do they have to do to get past this early game?
Well, I mean, they picked all these heroes who are just automatic lane winners. That's why they picked the Lion. And they, I mean, just the Lion alone should be able to zone this Tiny out in the lane. So it really boils down to the Chen getting the quick mech. And from then on, Arcade Esports can just really start to take objectives together.
Alright. Okay. What kind of heroes do you normally play? Are you the support role, the main role, the carry? I mean, support, carry, or the mid lane? I think we'll just divide it in those three.
I played a bit of support. That was when I was with our Pinoy team. But
Okay.
after, wait, mid lane.
Level 2.
Oh, one
That's
dead
the
Viper.
magic number we're looking for, and ooh, even a deafening blast for style points. Sansa Stark puts 2 on the board here. Actually, no, Tiny steals that kill, so greedy bastard. But Sansa Stark gonna be in this tornado. So Dandy copying quite a bit of damage, but securing 2 kills on the opposing mid lane right now. And yeah, you were saying about you played support, so you know, any of the heroes here, you know, really catch your fancy? Do you play those heroes a lot? You know, maybe share some of your personal insights on these heroes.
I would say the Lion and the Ancient Apparition. I really favor these 2 heroes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, especially with the Ancient Apparition. I mean, I think he's taken a couple of buffs a few times with the Cold Feet, or is it the Ice Vortex? It does so much more now. So Ancient Apparition is actually much stronger in lane, especially when you're zoning out as a support.
The cooldown's really stupid though. It's so long.
Yeah, it is. Oh, so Nico, the dust is gonna get popped on him. He's gonna be chased by the Wild Kin, but oh my god, don't tell me he's gonna get away again. He's getting away again.
I don't think he's
Viper's
fine.
coming in. Okay, he's dead. He's dead.
Chicken gets him, and down he goes. So Crazy Kid finally catches that pesky bounty hunter. But then again, you probably know if you watch enough bounty hunter games that well, it's okay to die so long you get that level 6 and get your teammates to kill people. I think that's the general game plan of bounty hunter. Isengard coming in. And we got quite the rotations moving in. Sansa Stark might be in a little bit of trouble. He does have the Deafening Blast ready. Oh, we get it. Oh no, Daddy gets crushed. There's no follow-up to save it. Where are my TPs, friends? But that's a problem when you go for a defensive Ancient Apparition Bounty Hunter. You just get overwhelmed with greed, and as a result, you have zero TP support, and well, your TP support either feeds or it does nothing at all, and that's the case there. As Matt Cosbat reclaims the 2 kills given to him in the early stages, and throws it back at the enemy. So 2-4 now, favor Arcade.
Yeah, I mean, like you mentioned in Navi, they just don't have those very good rotating supports, especially for defensive purposes. Not like a Dazzle or Witch Doctor. And those heroes are just completely banned out. I think those are heroes which Navi are very comfortable with. And I mean, with the Bounty and Ancient Apparition, it's not like these heroes are good for ganking at the same time. They don't really synergize at all. So it pretty much just boils down to the Bounty Hunter, who has a lot to do in the first 10 minutes of the game. But against the Viper, that's just really hard.
Yeah, but I guess they did pick the Bounty Hunter to fight the Chen to some extent, but Crazy Kid prepared in advance there, grabbing a pack of dust, making Soneko's life a little less than QG. And as a result, still bootsless, 5 minutes in, whereas Tiny already grabbing up his bottle and his boots, and pretty hunky-dory there, having that safe lane large cam, I think is a huge thing this version.
Yeah, he's actually doing pretty okay in lane. I thought he'd be zoned out even more, but the rotation made really paid off. And yeah, Soneko realizes he needs a level 3 so that he can play more of the Lion.
Lion
dead.
thrown into the sky, flying Lion, dead Lion. Soneko gets a much needed kill. That's gonna be shoes for him, and then the Omni slash though pebbles on the ground now as the Tiny cracks into little pieces. Soneko, well, gonna escape scot-free and even getting a kill under his belt. So, well, start compensating those 3 deaths in the early game. 6 minutes in, then we have to score 3-5, and last hits do favor no one on the carry aspect, as Juggernaut and Ember Spirit are both tied 41-41.
This is really disturbing for Arcade because despite having the kill advantage, this is not exactly where they would want to be. They're supposed to be a bit further ahead in terms of net worth as well. I mean, Chen bought the dust, didn't really get the kill. Oh, they're trying to go on him. He's gonna die here.
Alright,
Sure,
got him. Floating
One more hit.
fish.
One more.
Hasten fish. Poison. Alright, poison takes him down. And really good kill. Now Lion gonna spread the dust, spread the love, and will the Bounty Hunter get away? I wonder. Bob Rosses it doesn't. Well, he tried. The trees are just not what they seem. Happy little accident going on here for Arcade as they score another kill on the Bounty Hunter. But at least there was a chance for a trade this time, and Invoker got away. So, and also forcing a couple of rotations like this is, like you said, quite worrying for them because it lets the Ember Spirit farm. So far, no pressure has been applied on Ember Spirit. The same could be said for Juggernaut, but no pressure applied on Ember whatsoever. So, do you think it's the Travels build? I'm smelling it.
Yeah, I think it definitely is. So not only is he able to just split push, he's able to join the fights so much more efficiently at the same time. So he's going to utilize the map very quickly. And it's kind of disturbing that the Viper lost lane quite hard to the Invoker just because of that rotation with the Bounty Hunter. So yeah, your Bounty Hunter, Soneko has pretty much fulfilled his purpose in the game. Oh, Slaughter actually gets killed in Ancient Apparition bottom lane. Yikes.
Yeah, Bounty Hunter, well, napping on the job there. Could have gotten this worm. Prismatic Drake, but well, like I said, napping, so didn't get that kill there. But yeah, like you said, the Slaughter and the Lion catching out the ATM, the Ancient Apparition on the bottom lane, and well, scoring an easy kill. I think right now, if this is art style, he is trying to get that level 6 and, like you said, get that early Ice Blast before that push comes into effect here. Halting that push is going to be a big deal for them. That healing ward, that Chen ultimate, all really important things to counter out. And Sansa start looking towards the top lane once again. He does have the Urn of Shadows and the Face Boots now. They're going to go for FN. He does have the Omni Slash though. It's going to be really difficult to get this kill. So Neko napping on the job again. There's a Shuriken. But is that going to be enough damage? The rotation's coming in. The Tiny could be... well, could be the buffer that they need. And the Cold Snap will start. It'll be fished up on Invoker. Do we start with the Chen? Yes, we do. We started with the Chen. We backstab him. But no, the Omni Slash is there. And it's not going to be enough damage as the healing ward comes in. Here comes the fish. So Neko's looking for it. What's he doing? Oh no, the dust missed on him, so he's going to be fine. But I don't think Exmo will be just as fine. Isengard tanking a lot of tower damage to toss him back. And now Isengard gets chopped by the Bounty Hunter. So Neko waiting patiently finds the score back on Arcade. And now it's 5-8. It is still in favor of Arcade here, but Crazy Kid, he is getting pursued by a very tenacious Bounty Hunter. Will there be a tag here? FN looking for it. And there's no Sunstrike, so I think he should be pretty safe. This Windwalk's running out, and Crazy Kate's gonna get tagged there. There's a Sunstrike, though. It is a Sunstrike. Oh no, do we get another hit? We do, and a level 1 Sunstrike will actually be more than enough there. Dandy with the 360. And
Oh, he's gonna die here.
Yep, Soneko now about to sleep with the fishes, and that's a crit right when he needs it. FN will score another one, 4-0 and 0 right now. And a stark comparison to Didyara, who now has to travel. Grown. Well, he's gonna farm a big stack. I think it's Juggernaut stacked, right? Yeah. Hopefully he doesn't die from this.
Oh.
Please don't die.
Yeah, he's not gonna die. He's fine.
Yeah. There's a haste on top as well. So, what are your thoughts on support Tiny? Have you seen it? How do you normally see it work? In normal games.
Okay, I'm used to seeing him more in either in the position 1 or 2, not so much into the off lane. I'm not a fan of it because I think the only reason why you pick the Tiny into the off lane is that you realize you're going up against a dual lane, so you have a higher chance of succeeding in the lane, because he has just really low base armor. Oh, he's gonna die mid lane. Viper's gonna fall, and really bad start for the Viper. He's just having such a bad game. This is gonna be a very slow Yasha.
Yep, building to the Yasha, and the ATM about to go down once again. Oh no, maybe not.
No,
The Kofi will make him think twice. Yes, Slaughter. Stop and think there in case there were any kind of rotations. Didn't want to risk it. But now, the invisible duo coming in. The fish, he's in danger. Hello, Exmo says hi. The stun comes up. The fish goes up in the air and we tag him with a Shuriken toss. Ice Blast!
Oh,
right
nice
on the
kill.
hit. The ATM strikes back and Lion will all chat pause. And, well, gonna sort out some issues, but this gives us some time to look at the status of the game. Net worth. Do you think Juggernaut out carries Ember Spirit that game?
Okay, in a man fight he does, but in terms of late game potential, I always feel that Ember Spirit can do way better, just because of how much he brings to the team fights, just in the sleight of fist. So, let me look around. Okay, I see Ancient Aberration's getting close to a Midas. He has 1,350 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Your Chen, he's so far from a mech. I mean, this bounty hunter, like I said, he's already succeeded in just slowing down this mech, which means that it buys so much space. Because as we saw, every time they chase the bounty hunter, it doesn't matter if Soneko died. The thing is, Dandy's getting levels, and on an Invoker, that's really crucial, even if it's Cross Rex compared to Cross Exoid. They have not touched a DTR at all, and now they've even rotated to the Tiny to the bottom lane, so that he gets more levels and farm. And I would say that Navi, they pretty much have the mid game in the bag if things keep going on at this rate.
Okay. Navi have it in the bag late game. Arcade needs to push. Is that it?
Pretty much that, yeah.
Alright. Okay. So, Slaughter, of course, dying there to the Ancient Apparition. Not gonna do him any favors. As it slows down his Blink Dagger even further. I think Blink Dagger is ultimately the most core-ish item on Slaughter, especially in the offlane role. You really want that item. 4 stars, BKBs, they all come later, but you really want that Blink Slam with the sprint and initiate. Just being able to just slither in, gives them the fish slap, and go out, in the team fights. But yeah, this constant dying has not been doing him any favors so far. And like you said, the Viper dying non-stop. Do you think that there is a reason why Viper stopped getting the Aghanims though? Oh no, Sansa Star gotta start off one again, and he's gonna run right in there. Didyara shows his face for the first time this fight. The rocks go over on the Viper, but Didyara's now fish, but he's a hasted fish, so he just slithers away, Slaughter style, and he'll be okay. Picks up a regen on the way as well. Dota Karma going to full effect, but Isengard shall prevail. Has that finger ready, and is about to jab someone in the eye.
Well, I mean, just to answer your question, I guess it's kind of probably because, what I feel is that because the SNY gives you more value, better stats, and oh my god, DTR getting another kill, he's really on top of his game. This is probably going to be a Battle Fury at this rate, very quickly, like 18 minutes. And yeah, things are just not looking good for Arcade at all. I mean, the Aghanims, I guess also because, Viper, his mana pool is really low. So once he throws out like a couple of Viper strikes, he doesn't have the mana pool to sustain it, and he gets more kill efficiency coming out from the Sanj and Yasha instead. Bottom lane, they want to kill Lion, not enough.
But I'm pretty sure the Aghanims makes it cheaper. And it gives him the stats, it makes it really low and cooldown, increases the range. I think the Viper Strike Aghanim's is really strong. I don't know why people stop picking it. I mean, what you say does have a lot of sense, but it is just weird to me as to why it's the case now. I always thought that Aghanim's first Viper was good, but then again, recently it's more of the Manta style. I can agree if you want to disjoint or remove the steering chains, remove track, Manta style first can actually lead to have a lot of advantages, but I don't know. I just feel that it's kind of sad that the wasted potential of the Viper Aghanims is not realized. And Exmo is about to be Feet Mo. And there we go. First finger target of the day. Bazap! No mana for that. Never mind. Just spit in his face. Viper will have his revenge. And looks like the paratroopers are in. Chance troopers will teleport in. Crazy kid.
Yeah, things are just looking. I mean, there was just maximum efficiency coming up from Navi. They knew that, since they went on the Tiny, that was just the perfect time to go on the Slaughter. And delaying his Blink Dagger just makes things so much easier for them. I mean, at the same time, just back to the fight in the mid before this one, that was a wasted Hand of God. The Ancient Ambition blasted into the Viper, but I don't know why they chose to pop that. It's quite wasted.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like he got the heal at all, yeah, so...
Wait, he popped the heal?
He popped the all heal earlier on for the Viper,
Oh,
even though
okay.
he was hit by the AA blast. So I think...
Yeah, okay.
Probably the
Healer's
slow.
instinct, you can't blame him.
Yeah.
Gotta save his pal there. Just trying to squish the Viper guts back in, but not gonna happen as he got flayed open there by the Bounty Hunter and crew. But it's Juggernaut going Battle Fury. Okay, so rushing up that Battle Fury. Just gotta take things slow. Want to get that farm to match up the Ember Spray. Do you think he can... Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Achieving what he could in early game. Snipes the Prismatic Drake. And but it will be a Roshan in return. Will Navi fight this? There is no vision so far. Yeah, I feel like that creep movement there might have given them away. But I don't think Navi should contest this. So it's gonna be Aegis for Arcade.
Yeah, no, I think they're actually fine because back in the smoke gank, there was like 1 second of time where the Tiny just didn't respond quickly because if he had wards, he totally would have been fine. So from that, they could tell that there's no observer wards at the bottom part of the river. So that's why just give him, the instinct to just go, let's just take Roshan now. So this will transition to a T1, and I think, yeah, Navi probably isn't going to contest this unless to get the T1 mid first.
Alright, but Bounty Hunter is here to lay down some tracks, so we'll see. Alright, so tags up the Juggernaut. He does have the Aegis, so it's double lives like you said, so it's not the best way to want to deal with this. Oh, the amplified damage has been applied. There is no Blink Dagger so far, but he's going to outrun this Bounty Hunter if he's not careful. Throws a Shuriken Toss, and there might be an Omni Slash for this one. Yeah, they commit the Omni Slash, so... That's them saying I don't think we're gonna be fighting for a while. Using that Omni Slash for a solo bounty kill there, not wanting to extend their time in the Radiant jungle, and as a result, Navi are gonna go for the punish. They have the Alacrity ready. They're gonna start pounding away this tower, but looks like the TPs are coming back. And Slaughter up to 1,600 now, so getting closer to that blink timing. 60 minutes in, still doesn't have it, and like you said, the Midas slowly starting to cash in. The ATM strikes back.
He is, and DTR, he has 3,700 gold. I'm not sure what he's holding it for. I mean, I thought he would have bought like maybe a Perseverance by now. You just get rid of the circlet, but it looks like he's just holding on to see what the Juggernaut goes for. Alright. Yeah, things are not looking good for Arcade at all. They don't have map control. The early game heroes. I mean, Chen is gonna fall off very, very quickly, especially as he hits the 30-minute mark. Ember Spirit's gonna have items, and he's gonna cleave through those creeps very, very easily.
Yeah, losing that courier is not gonna do many favors for that mechanism as well. I think that's one of the this is one of the longest mechanisms I've actually seen. Choosing to actually go for Arcane Boots first was not the play. Oh no, the backline snipe there. I have no interest in your team. I have interest in your healer. Snipes him out, and the Holy Man will take a fall there. Bounty Hunter will cash in on that kill. So again, more space made by Soneko, and well, we'll see. Ooh, he might be going for the Viper as well. Some extras later on. Matt goes back, gonna be really mad now if he dies again. I think the Ancient Apparition might be sending a snipe his way. 8 seconds left. They're still tagging him. They're going in for another windwalk, but I think Soneko has been spotted out by the Chen army, so no more ganking.
Yeah, and now Juggernaut's gonna clear a very, very huge Ancient stack, so more farm for him. Surprising, I thought they would have gone on the Viper since they realized that the Juggernaut TP to the bottom lane. Right, so next item probably a Blink Dagger. So that, I mean, he's got his own dust. That's how much they're prioritizing the Bounty Hunter right now, which he's not so much the main issue as he was 10 minutes ago. So it's a bit too late. And Dandy just completed his Orchid in pretty much good time.
Yeah.
The supports are just gonna die.
I was surprised the Jug didn't go for Manta first, but now that he has that Aegis, he has got quite a bit of security. He's got that window to build that Manta post Battle Fury. So his greed paying off as he does get that. Oh, unless he gets sniped here. Oh no, he got hit.
Oh.
Does he die? I don't think so. Yeah, he doesn't die.
Yeah, it's only level 1. He'll be fine. Wait, will he?
Yeah. Ooh, if Danny
No.
land that one, that would have been the play. But Sansa Stark, no scopy enough, and the MLG doesn't flow in his blood as he misses on that kill. Viper takes out the Bounty Hunter, so... Oh no, double stun there. Good Omni Slash as well. Sansa Stark goes down. Denti taking a fall. FN claims his life there with a refreshed Omni Slash now. And going back into the action now, it looks like Na'Vi gonna make them sweat a little bit. Arcade just putting the pressure on. But the net worth still favoring Na'Vi, about 3,000 gold. And Didyara trying to bring Na'Vi back. Has that Battle Fury already.
Yeah, he just bought it up completely. Next item, Daedalus, probably one of your usual items. Maybe a Blink if he decides to go for it. And yeah, I guess I mean, this is what Arcade can do right now, is just take as many objectives as they can. And the only thing they can do, I mean, for Arcade Esports is try to slow down and push, which is almost impossible. Oh, here comes the push, it's coming out, and Axmo, he's probably going to die here, but the sharing chain's connected to 2. Axmo is going to just feed away his life. And yeah, DTR can't really do anything, he's just going to Redman away, and he will be fine.
Oh, he'll take a Lion for the road, so that's pretty good as well. We'll secure that 1 kill, Didyara, and even jumping back to the neutrals to farm later on, so not too bad. Tiny for Lion, I guess the Tiny's worth a little bit more. But Lion, I must commend him getting that Blink Dagger almost MMY level of speed. Normally you see Lions just really far behind, but he's been on the on the prowl, getting a couple of kills. Despite that 0-3 has been involved in 9 other kills, so the assist goal starting to rack up for him. And FN will actually TP out of there, not letting Sansa catch him out of position. And now that Yasha is on board, that Manta not far away, so he'll be safe from Invoker's Orchid very soon enough.
Things are not looking good for Arcade. Really not looking good. I mean, yeah, the Juggernaut's the most farmed hero.
I think
Aegis
they're
is
okay right now, to be honest.
I think they're okay, but like I mentioned, I mean, once you hit the 30-minute mark, the Chen really falls off unless you go for like the Axe, which he's probably not gonna get unless he gets his Greaves first. I mean, yeah, he's probably gonna Greaves first because he needs the Axe so that he can go for like the Golems, those ancient creeps which give you these auras like the bonus HP percentage, stuff like that. And otherwise, right now, Ember Spirit's gonna have a blast just playing with him.
Yeah, I think right now they are going to have quite the trippy time having to deal with this Ember Spirit. He is going for crit first, not Lincoln Sphere, so there is still a window for them to lock this Ember Spirit down with the Lion and the Slaughter. But he's been very slippery thus far, still avoiding death. Didyara has been doing a good job just sifting through the creeps here, up and down, up and down. And Soneko is keeping tabs on everyone. But a lack of wards on Na'Vi, kind of concerning.
Well, I mean, it's not like Arcade has a good lineup where they can just safely leave a core in alone. So you can pretty much figure out the rest of the team's location just by keeping track on one hero. That's pretty much about it. 2s and 3s, never alone. Tiny going for 4 stuff. Alright, Juggernaut's getting closer to. I think he just completed his Manta. Yeah, he did. Alright, so no more solo kills on this guy.
Yeah, no more solo kills indeed.
Oh, top lane. Soneko again. Amplify. Oh, no, but the TP is coming in.
But is he fine though? Didyara coming in here. And looks like it's just gonna be a casual farm, just chasing away. A show of force here, Soneko with the drums and treads gonna be pretty tanky. Russian Slaughter is not gonna be able to get him. The Russian words hope they're nothing rude.
Yeah, I think this is like a reborn thing.
Is it a reborn thing?
I mean, as in like when it shows you the actual player's official names in the lobby, and once you enter the game, it just kind of just messes up. Goes back to the default names.
Yeah, lots of things that is reborn things, so.
Many.
Still in beta, boys, so it's all good. And range creep, gonna beat there the range creep, and we'll continue pushing. Ice and Guard, will it prevail? Find out more at 11. But 0, 3, and 9, Lion, still going to be hanging there in the wings there, hoping to catch a Ember Spirit. A Wandering Ember Spirit would be really nice for him to catch out. There's a Juggernaut. It's going to be looking real scary in the fight soon. Uh, Juggernaut puts out a lot more DPS than sometimes, well, you sometimes feel he does, especially with Slaughter. He can really dice up someone really quickly. The Crush missing once again, popping the drums, beating on that. Will he get bashed?
Bash.
No, no, no. He is fine. Hunky dory, and more space made here for Suneko. He tracks up some targets, and it's gonna make the map a lot easier for the Ember to farm around, because he is always knowing where the Slaughter is, one of the main catchers of his hero. And did you rock? Just is up the crit, so I think we're settling down for a slower mid game. As I say that, it probably could advance to some violent tussle, but I guess that's not gonna be the case. Oh, the Chen creeps, do they get killed? Punch! They get one, they get the horse. So, yeah, some gold going his way, and look at it, Juggernaut net worth, man. I'm not so sure they're in as much trouble as you might foresee. They're gonna rush again.
Yeah, they're gonna rush. They pinged it out when it spawned. The creep was in there. So, but yeah, I think they're just gonna smoke just fine. Look for somebody. Oh, but they don't have detection. Invoker just walked past them.
Do they? No?
Yeah, they just dodged it.
Okay.
Yeah, Dendi pretty much just scouted out the whole smoke for his team.
Dondo! Alright, so... And of course they even hexed the illusion. But now they're going to the Roshan. Is there going to be a contest this time? I think Navi are just content just sitting back. So you got 2 lives, whatever. I'm just gonna farm with my Ember Spirit and make it impossible for you to push high ground. I think that's where what you say is very true. Is that Arcade are kind of on the clock, because once that Ember gets that Daedalus, it's gonna be Nightmare pushing into the base. Nightmare.
Don't forget heroes like the Lion, you know, when you're all grouped up, especially like your Juggernaut, your Slaughter, and you have all these Chen creeps around, the cleave damage is going to spread a lot more. So support heroes like the Lion and Chen. Good luck. And Navi have I would say they have much better team fight in the Invoker alone. He realizes that, you know, he's not getting these solo pickoffs, so he doesn't go for like 4-staff or Eels. He goes for the Aghanim Scepter instead. Oh, Sunstrike pretty much scouts them out as well.
Yeah, alright. Slaughter pushing forward. Does he have the... Oh no, he doesn't have it. Bounty Hunter looking out for him. So the fish slithers in, gets caught by creeps. And so Neko, I think the Slaughter can smell him, but just doesn't know where exactly. And the Ice Blast, just gotta chase the Slaughter away. And we're back to no aggression mode. So Sansa start going Aghanim Scepter? Okay. Is that Octarine or... Well, it could be Octarine. But the Aghanim is now actually pretty good on Invoker, so we'll see.
Yeah, was it buffed again? I can't really remember, but yeah, it's pretty good.
If you're wondering whether the if you're talking about the 1+1 to all the balls or all the spells, then yeah, I think that's the upgrade. But it was the previous version. It was this 8-5 thing. I think it was the 8-5 thing.
No, the previous Aghanim Scepter basically just nullified all mana cost on the Invoke.
Okay.
So by adding an extra level, it gives you an even better reason to buy the Ags, so that besides the mana on Invoke, it's pretty huge.
Yep, and now the Viper, wow, Dragon Lance. Wait, this is the first time I'm seeing this. The Dragon Lance on the Viper trying to increase his attack range, I guess. And yeah, spin will come out, and well, that's gonna be that. Top lane, yep, crazy kid.
What?
Yeah, getting caught out there. That's track goal for everyone. There's more goal going the way, and now we tie up the score, 14-14.
I hope I didn't see that wrong, but I thought he was going to TP out just fine because he cancelled his TP and just walked away.
He cancelled TP? I'm not sure. The Bounty Hunter... I assumed everyone TP'd out because there was no reason to stay there. He lost his entire army as well because he was dead, so unable to pull them out. And I like how the Bounty Hunter has picked up a gem, the very counter to his existence, to get rid of wards, so playing the selfless game.
And I mean, Arcade Esports is just dedicating so many... Oh wait, Juggernaut gets a kill.
Wow, the Blink Dagger. He did Omni Slash for that one though. It's a level 3 Omni Slash, gonna be down for another 100 seconds. It's gonna eat more into his Aegis time where he doesn't have that huge ultimate, but hey, Ancient Apparition down, but he does have the Aghanims already, so it's Trouble Town now for Arcade, yeah. It looks seemingly okay with the huge net worth on Juggernaut, but without that Aegis, if that Ice Blast lands on him, it's gonna be a really quick fight, especially with the Ember Spirit just dicing up your ranks. And now, well, Didyara, he's on the way to Daedalus, I think.
Oh, he's gonna get it very soon. I think he already has the Demon Edge. Does he? No. Oh wait, what did he buy? Oh yeah, he bought the blink. He bought the blink. That's why.
Didyarat. Whoa.
Oh. Yeah, he's gonna be fine. You don't kill an Ember like that. It's so hard.
Yeah, there's gotta be a blind crush and a bash to follow because there was no lion in the back line, so the chances of killing that one was close to 0. And so far, Suniko still wondering the treats, and Navia played a safe game. Dragon Lance on Viper. I still can't wrap my head around the surprise here. Is it good in your eyes? Do you get it?
It's good. It's actually really good. I mean, the thing about Viper, you always want to catch because he has low movement speed. Especially, I think Yasha got nerfed this patch, so Dragon Lance actually gives him an even better read to buy it. So he can right click from far. It's really good. And okay, yeah, it's about time that Arcade try to force something happen with this Aegis, because back then they used 3 smokes and didn't really accomplish much besides getting 1 pick off or 2. Oh, they're gonna find Suneko? Yes, they're gonna find him, and that's gonna be the gem.
Oh yeah.
He's just dead.
Monster kill, and yes, he loses the gem. So yeah, that's not the plan. SFN looks to push in there. They really need to fix the Roshan clock, but I do believe the Aegis will be timing out now, a minute or so. So they'll have to make this one quick. They'll take this tier 2 and back off, I think. That's a safe play, but there might still be engagement. Oh, here comes the Tiny. They will stun. They will toss him up in the air. The EMP will come, burn away all the creeps mana. So they will not have enough for the stomps and whatnot. The amplified damage still off the cooldown, but there is Omni Slash, so I have to play very safe there. But the chops come in. They do get rid of the healing ward, and that's the huge thing. You want to get... Oh, the stun comes out from Tiny. Once again, trying to go for the surprise tactics. Exmo risking his life, jumping forward. And the Rexus will be safe. And I think the Aegis is running out, or did it run out? Yeah, it got retrieved by
Yeah, it just ran out. I heard the retrieve animation. And I think they don't want to fight also because Invoker just got his eggs. Now they're going to smoke. Now it's going to be Navi's trying to force something because they know that the Aegis to kill the Juggernaut. And that's pretty much a T2 and possibly high ground to force a buyback. That's going to be the best case scenario. So they're going to go to the Ancients, but it's completely scouted out.
Yeah, alright.
Arcade knows what's going on. Ember's off the map for too long.
EMP now burns 600 mana, so if you take a look at all the mana pools of Arcade, Lion 689, 585 in Viper, Chen at 1000, so respectable, Juggernaut at 800, Slaughter at 400, so you can just empty out the entire bank of Arcade there if it lands perfectly. We'll have to see if Dandy can land a big one. Huge ones he will need. And Didyara, Daedalus up, and still no deaths.
He's really, really big. He's gonna be. It looks to be an Eye of Skadi coming down on your Juggernaut. I would have thought an Abyssal at least, because with the blink and Abyssal, he can actually kill the Juggernaut. I mean, kill the Ember Spirit. So I'm not sure why he would go for a Skadi unless he plans to man fight like the Tiny and stuff.
I think he just want to soak up the punishment. Right now he's gonna rely the stunning on the Slaughter. And no. Ooh, wow, that's actually really quick reflex there from FN. Will survive and immediately piecing out there. Nice Eul Scepter. I like that Eul Scepter pick. They will try to cold feed on Juggernaut. He's now defenseless without his Blade Fury. And I still say that was really impressive. Oh, good chance. The Ice Blast is still on him. They tag him. He has that spin again. Oh, the stun again. Disjointing it all. The stun missing on Didyara. Quick reflexes from the man. So both carries playing on the ball. Dota here. Ooh, crits. Ooh, Isengard. Drops low, but the healing ward will bail him out. But there's an Ice Blast coming in almost definitely in 2 seconds. But yeah, I don't think he's going to try. The Sunstrike's going to miss a little bit. Just missing the Gem of True Sight. And Na'Vi gonna push towards the tier 2 tower. And Arcade on the back foot now. They didn't even get to the base. And Didyara already taking the pain to them.
That's pretty okay. I mean, they still have their spells. The key point for Na'Vi not entering, like committing to the engage, was purely because the Ice Blast didn't really connect, especially on the Juggernaut. If they had connected, that would have prompted them to go for the kill. Otherwise, I mean, Arcade, they still have to all heal all these spells, and yeah.
Yeah, alright. Smurf style. Less of an ATM now, actually. Only 2 deaths. It might have been a little bit hasty to call him ATM. He is actually dishing out the gold now to himself. Fanning it out with his Midas, affording Ghost Scepters, Aghanims. Pretty hefty on the funds there. X-Mo. The Eel Scepter, perfect. Adds some movement speed, mana regen, much needed by the Tiny. And of course, the ability to remove that amplified damage. And of course, stun someone for juicy pickings later on. So it's all good to get that Eel Scepter. And now actually transitioning into that Aghanim Scepter.
I'm thinking about the Bounty Hunter's next item. I mean, not a Lotus or maybe a Lincoln's or even a Ghost Scepter would be pretty okay. Or even a Glimmer Cape. I mean, Ancient Apparition, now that he's got his Axe, I mean, since a while ago, once he hits the level 16, things are not going to look any brighter for Arcade. Let's see, Lion, what does he have? No items coming up soon. Well, things are just hard. I mean, even Dendi, he's just really farmed this game. The cores, the difference, and what they can do to the late game is quite scary.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I just feel that Dendi isn't farming that fast this game. Am I just wrong on these? I mean, yeah, I get it. He hasn't been getting as many kills, but I feel like this is not the standard issue items by 35 minutes. That he's like missing half an item or something.
It's not. I guess he's kind of forced between a hybrid because usually if you go, I mean, he usually maxed out the Wex, and he's forced to play as if he's like a cross Exalt Invoker now. And usually for that you want a Midas, and that's where he gets his farm, he gets his levels. He's actually pretty underleveled for a 34-minute Invoker, I feel.
I feel like the levels are the main problem. It's just his farm.
Yeah, I mean, he's not doing that bad actually.
I wouldn't say it's bad. It's a little
it's not bad. It's not bad. And they've been dodging so many fights because they realized that that's the best way. If Arcade actually wins a fight, especially since they got Roshan twice, they can't take the fights. It's too risky.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, who has the gem now? It's not at the base anymore. Oh, it's on the slaughter. Soneko is just playing with fire right now.
Well, that's his job. His job is to absorb all the smoke gangs, make space. All he has to do is get as many spells absorbed in, and then chat wheel space created. And after that, it's up to his team to just pick off the track targets because they soaked in all the spells like jamming in an Omni Slash on his support bounty hunter. I think Juggernaut needs to stop that. He really needs it for the fights. And look at his Did You Raw, man. Did You Rat.
He's been catching up with Farm and Juggernaut, and Juggernaut is actually 8-0. So that's actually pretty good. DTR. Now they do another Roshan, and this time there's going to be cheese, but DTR is just going to keep pressuring the mid lane, pushing in the creep wave. And from this, they're pretty much that Roshan is happening or about to.
Yeah, I think this time they know, and I think this time they're not taking it lying down. Here comes the spin. Oh, double damage, perfect. Are we gonna get it? EMP though. They're out of mana. Viper out of juice. Juggernaut out of juice. But Slaughter comes in with the crush, and he will find it. A finger. I think that's the first finger I've seen in this game. And now the Ice Blast could be huge. It lands on 2. It's a huge one. And FN, I think now he has to abandon his quest for the Roshan. Interesting all heal. He will try and save the Lion, but Ice and God will not prevail. Lion with his head in the clouds. Palank. Down he goes. And the fish. I'm not sure this is the right choice of action. Omni Slash, where did it go? I'm looking for that Juggernaut. Where is that Juggernaut? Alright, Juggernaut coming in. He gets it tiny. He's godlike now. Tornado from Dendi does not save his life. The Ice Wall, preemptive measure. We're going to try and keep this fight intact. But so far it's Lion for Tiny and Bounty Hunter. And looks like they're not giving up on this. They really want this. And we looked at EMP Blast there. Barely any Arcane Boots on this team. And 1 EMP immediately empty on that Viper. But hey, we're all good because we get our Aegis. So there's 2 lives. But Dinyara could be getting some big crits. Do we see him? Sunstrike does a little bit of damage to Matt, goes bad, and I don't think he's getting out of this one. It's going to be a big waste of that Aegis. I'm not sure your BKB was meant to be spent this way. Chop! And now he doesn't have that BKB for life. Number 2. Do we get it? Nope. We immediately zip out of there. And already that Aegis not going to be spent well. Why did Dendi not throw out that spin and immediately gets bashed by that Slaughter? Very unfortunate. And well, FN beyond godlike takes out Dendi. Dendi did not have to die there. Could have thrown the tornado back, but I guess he was panicking. It's all good. Everyone panics. Going for the BKB now.
Yeah, I mean, the most important thing is that the Aegis went down. So this, I mean, at best, it's just going to be a T2. Arcade will not be able to press the issue. Soneko, not sure what he's doing on the top. Oh well, I mean, it pretty much started when, Soneko just lost the gem. Very unfortunate for him.
Well, we'll see how Arcade can push high ground. I'm not very convinced they can. Not with Tiny, not with Ember Spread. Let's watch this.
And don't forget the Ice Blast.
Goodbye. Oh, Slaughter tries to go in there. The Ice Blast is coming in. They toss up the fish. He even gets caught there by the Ice Blast. That is not the plan, my friend. Tower takes pot shots at him.
Oh,
Did you
that's the
raw?
gem.
That's the third kill.
Oh,
Lion. Brave, my friend. Brave. But that
Dead.
is not how you play it. That is not how you Gryffindor. And tit your raw. Gonna take another one to his belt. 4-0. The carry's just not dying this. Carries are back. And now, well, 6,000 gold. Tit your raw.
Maybe thinking about going for a rapier? I doubt so.
I don't think you need a rapier, especially when you haven't got any Rexes down. It just seems kind of risky, a tad risky. I think a second Daedalus might do well for him.
Wouldn't say no to Lincolns as well, so that it makes things really hard for him to catch him.
We're going in. Matt Cosbet does have that BKB ready, but Sansa Star gets himself caught out. The horse is going to step on his face. I'm sure.
Oh, no Ghost Walk.
Invoker. Did he see that? The Ice Blast will land on
Oh.
2. That's going to be a smack. Oh, that's the longest smack I've ever seen, but Did your Raw will survive
Wow.
this. FN, he's Ice Blasted for now, but Soneko, will he get caught? Yes, he will. The chops come in. Will the Ice Blast get him? The Ice Blast will get him the cheese. He's waiting for the cheese. Did your Raw getting caught out? This could be really bad. The Finger of Death. That's a mega kill taken. Ice and God will prevail. Saruman will be pleased, says Lion. And FN, well, didn't even need to use that cheese. A big victory in his name. And so far, I've been playing this Juggernaut excellently. 12-0.
Radiant's middle tower is under
And
attack.
it's so unfortunate. I mean, Dandy just he kind of messed up with the Ghost Walk. He did invoke it, but it was on cooldown for like 12 seconds when he was man fighting the
Radiant's
Viper.
middle
Yeah,
tower is under
I mean,
attack.
should have kept track of that. I mean, well, I don't blame him. A lot of the players used to be great Invoker players. They put the Invoker in the shelf because he was absolute trash a few versions ago, and they're only starting to dust out the old Invoker collection, you know, with Invoker being meta and all that, with the
Radiant's top
newspapers
tower
saying,
is
oh
under
man,
attack.
OP nerf, so they say, alright, we'll go pick up Invoker again. But it does need a little bit of practice. I expect Dundee to pick it up a lot more now in pubs. Just practice it up. Well, he's gonna
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
try and look for a target here, but Isengard
Radiant's top
in the
tower
back
is
lines there
falling.
waiting. And a tornado will come out, but it will miss completely.
I mean, thanks to that team wipe early on, yeah, they just pretty much lost 5,000 gold advantage from that. And Navi is really starting to fall behind. Viper's going for Assault Cuirass, so he's going to be really, really tanky. And probably after the AC, he finds himself into a heart, which will make him even harder to kill. And that's where I feel Ember has to go for that Rapier, whether he likes it or not. Unless they can just, you know, start prolonging these fights instead of just going all in.
Deadly, going BKB. Do you think it's the right choice? Do you
Nah.
think maybe a Hex would be better?
Hex would have been better. The BKB is not going to save him from like the Viper Strike, the Omni Slash. No way. Even a Blink Dagger would be better. Snake goes, scouts out the Juggernaut and the Slaughter. Playing a-
Soneko.
Playing with fire.
Oh, tags him. Okay, they find him. Did your Raw chains him down? That BKB immediately committed there. Sunstrike. It's gonna be a sure force right here. So, but Salada, he's gonna be tracked out. Waste charge of BKB. All in all, a good day's of work in the Navi office. And yeah, they are going to get away with it. Even get an Observer Award. I think this is like the slow death of Arcade. They still can't push in.
It's too hard. And now with the Butterfly on DTR Ra, no MKB. I mean, Juggernaut's already 6 slotted. And his next item would be like a Moonshard at best. Unless, of course, you know, he sells the Blink Dagger, but he wants to keep it so that he can solo Omni Slash into a core. Just blink during the Omni Slash, so he can focus somebody, and with a couple of bashes, maybe he can just solo kill this Ember. That's the best case scenario. And Dandy needs to he needs to start picking up his own weight. He's fallen behind the Tiny in terms of net worth. And Tiny's going for his own AC.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tiny.
smoke.
Tiny is really farmed now. And it's a support Tiny as that as well. And you mentioned about the net worth loss. Yeah, he's exactly on the same way as Dandy now, actually surpassing Dandy.
Wow. Oh my god, Suneko. What the hell?
What the
He just exposed the smoke
Dire's bottom
of
tower
Arcade.
is under
He
He-
blinked out immediately. Yeah, he just
Alright.
blinked out and TP'd back. And right now, Arcade Esports is so confused on what to do. And it's just a wasted smoke just like that.
Alright, he just spaced them. Alright, all good.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Oh,
attack.
6-10 and 6. I think I've seen worse bounty hunter scores. I'm looking at you, Paladai. But still, space is space. And This is exactly what he's delivering. Just blinking around, I think Paladai actually made this build possible. The Blink Dagger, Bounty Hunter, just being annoying around the map there, tracking targets, making them chase phantoms is the word. And I like this BKB pick from Juggernaut. He has that Abyssal Blade you mentioned, and he actually sold his Blink Dagger. Interesting choice. The fish.
Oh.
Okay, the fish is fine. So far.
Maybe
Chops.
one more hit.
Ooh,
Nice.
that's gonna leave a mark. Sensor Stop gets the kill on him.
It's gonna be a 5-second BKB on the Slaughter very soon, and that's not gonna help him at all against this Invoker. But okay, yeah, BKB is coming out.
Alright, so Slaughter, 5-second BKB, no buybacks, but Na'Vi doesn't know that, and they're content just sitting there and going for the late game. These guys go for the long haul. Sensor Stop, still farming up, trying to get that BKB on board. If it is a Dragon Lance, I'm gonna lose my shit, but I don't think so. It's gonna be a BKB. Yep, it is. And now we say Hex for Dandy, yeah?
Yes. Ancient Apparition going for a Lotus Orb. He already has the Plate Mail. He's just so farmed. He's more farmed than the Slaughter. He's actually really farmed for support.
Yeah, Smurf style at it. This Plate Mail, is it Lotus Orb? I think it might be Lotus Orb.
Yeah,
it is Lotus Orb. Yes, I'm so excited! I love Lotus Orb.
There are a couple of good spells to, what do you call it, Lotus Orb, just use back onto Arcade. Viper Strike, Omni Slash, Amplify, these are all great spells to reflect.
Yeah, I think the best thing about Lotus Orb is that it dispels Hex.
Yes, it's really good.
It's the craziest thing about it, because Hex is kind of considered a debuff.
It's pretty much one of those items where, like, you know, Mama didn't have enough money to buy you a present for Christmas, and it looks like this time you just got lucky. Oh man, this is a nice sword. I like this sword. This is the first time I'm seeing it actually for Na'Vi. It actually gives them vision inside high ground, and this is not a place you would usually check.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Checking out that vision. Very clever. Na'Vi just playing the intelligence game there. Soneko out of drum charges, so nothing to beat on in times of emergency. The big red button not available for him, but did your raw 5005 Hunky Dory, and of course that assault Q Ras now done for the Tiny.
It's so tough to itemize as a member of this game. There's so much to worry about. Would you want to play defensive? Are you brave enough to go on the aggressive style? I mean, at some point he probably would have considered a Lincoln Sphere, just so that he'll be safe against the Juggernaut for solo pickoffs, the Abyssal Blade, the Amplify, the Viper Strike. There's so many of these spells.
I think Lotus Orb is what will really make a huge difference here. If he dispels it, or if he even gets a Lotus on him pre-fight and Lion hexes himself, there will be no chain stun to be heard of, and Juggernaut will have to Abyssal himself if he wants to get into the action. All that stuff will actually make a big impact. I'm very excited for this item. I'm super biased. You know, some casters are super biased to players. I'm super biased to items. That's one of my favorite items. Okay, did you raw? That is not where you really want to be. And well, the back of there, the Force Spirit will find the Black Dragon. The Ancient Black Dragon now having the Fireball. Not sure how great it is, but it's kind of like a mini Macropire.
Yeah, I mean, I saw it once before, the slam. I mean, I don't know what to call it again. That
it does do quite a bit of damage. It's 85 for 10, it's 850 magic damage, so pretty good.
It's okay, I mean, with the Frenzy as well and the Juggernaut, that's actually a pretty good buff to have. And with the War Drums aura, that's really significant.
Yeah. I think Frenzy can now be cast on targets, yeah.
Yeah, it can, and it's quite good. Free Moonshard.
Is it that good?
I would say it is, if you use it right.
Yeah, bonus attack speed 75, I think Moonshot, how much does it give?
Oh, he's going for the Rapier. He's just saying for buyback.
What, who?
Ember Spirit. He just bought the relic. I don't think it's a basher. It's definitely not a basher, because they're lacking so much in damage, and he's looking to just clean up the board.
What? Really? Okay, what's up?
It has to be. There's no way unless he goes to a basher.
Abyssal Blade. Let's go. Okay. There are only two things you can build: Abyssal Blade and Radiance.
No, it's gonna be the Rapier, dude. It's gonna be the Rapier. I mean, going for an Abyssal Blade means he would have had to go for a Lincoln Spear or BKB. His items are not that defensive at all, so he won't be able to man fight heroes like the Viper. The Viper strike on him, that pretty much screws him up in a man fight any day. And you don't want to be man fighting against Slaughter's amplified damage and into the Juggernaut, who has an Eye of Skadi. There's just so much attack slow.
Hey, he could be going for the Sleight of Bash. That could be a thing, because Rapier seems really, really in Havos territory. In a game that you're winning, I'm not sure that's the game you want to go for. Look at that, Smurf style. Oh, the counter Abyssal. He's gonna get dumpstered. Even the Ice Blast not working out for him as he gets insta-bash there by Juggernaut, RNG Master, and Slayer of Ancient Apparitions. But Bounty Hunter says we still need that pause. They might not be too happy about that particular depth there now. 60 seconds on the sideline, no Ice Blast, and the Midas on cooldown. The horror.
Game is just tricky. Shouldn't be dragging out this long. I'm surprised. Arcade, they're actually doing way better than I thought. Let's see. More items. Okay, I think Chen is gonna go back for the Greaves now. Lion's going for an Axe? Yeah, it should be an Axe. He has the point booster, so fingers galore.
Could be that. Could be that. It's now 300 AoE, I think. So it's getting more and more absurd. Ice Frog. I'm very certain he was on some kind of medical influence when he was making this patch, but I don't know, man. Some of these changes, Ether Lens. Oh, okay, that item's really good. Ether Lens, Arc Warden. What else?
Iron Talon. Good for junglers. Encouraging junglers everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Mirana one-shot arrows. I think that's got to be intentional, man. Okay. We're in trouble. Dandy's in trouble. Just kidding. It's Fish that's in trouble. He's dead. Cold Snap, Cold Smash. Tiny takes him out. Easy Yem. Easy life.
I think I finally figured out that Russian name. I had a friend who just translated it for me.
Alright.
Apparently the Slaughter's name means ask Gudvin for some brains. I'm not sure who the hell is Gudvin.
Ask who?
Gudvin. Gudvin. I'm not sure who that is.
For some brains.
Yeah. Ask somebody for some brains. I don't know, but that's what
Zombie
translation is.
lover, I like it. Okay. We don't have space for Juggernaut to get that Aegis nor cheese.
Viper.
So, might not be the... Yeah,
Probably gonna be the Viper.
What? No gem? Soneko looking for that round 2 of life, but what's up here? Okay, Tiny, that's not the play. But there's that Yule Scepter buying him a smidgen of time, but he goes down, he tosses his friend backwards. But that's it. The EMP is gonna come, and it's not gonna affect that Ancient Dragon. Did your Ra on the top there. And, okay. Yep, he's gonna juke away, and crits in. Oh, no, Soneko!
What?
Steal the cheese.
He took it.
Soneko doesn't take the cheese.
Way.
He picked the Aegis. Oh, no, Soneko. No. Okay, now they're in trouble. Matt goes back. Do we get chains? Do we chains? No, they don't see if they want Juggernaut. They want him so bad. Do they get the chains? No, they do not as well. Teleport out of the creeps, and in the end, stolen Aegis. Cheese eaten by the Viper, so he wastes a cheese, and he only gets 1 cheese replacement, and Soneko, Bounty Hunter with 2 lives. Oh no, Isengard. No. What would Saruman say? You're dead. Okay, that crit. Got him. And now they're going to go for the siege. Arcade don't have that double life they were looking forward to. Matt Cosbat will have that second boost, but that's it.
Man, that play, they got the Aegis and the Roshan kill. That was really huge from Soneko and DTR. That was so ballsy.
Alright, did your Raw. He's in Rapier territory. I don't know.
Do it.
It feels dangerous. It feels dangerous. I don't care if it's a habit. It's not a good habit, especially when you're far ahead.
He needs it. He needs the Rapier.
Does he need it?
He needs it.
Alright, sometimes you gotta take a step down, you know. He's got big shoes to fill. Size 4, but really, that's not the way. I don't know, I don't agree with this.
He's taking his time. He's
taking his time. That part I'm okay. Not jumping right into things, although I did miss a lot of that from the old Na'Vi. Jumping straight into the things thing. It makes games more exciting. Makes the aftermath chanting more exciting. But yeah, okay. We'll see if the Rapier is back. I mean, it does look like it. No Abyssal so far. He has not made his intentions unclear as of yet. I mean, if he had purchased up that Basher right away, he had plenty of time to do that. So I think you may be right. It might be a Rapier, you know, for the cause. Why not, right? Play Dodo to have fun? 51 minutes in, we better get a Rapier or else
You could always consider that, you know, wait, hold on. They do find the slaughter.
They do find a Viper. Let's see if he can
Oh.
eat fast enough. How fast
Oh, but
can
the
you say
sentry.
cheese? Oh no!
Yes,
Soneko in trouble, but never mind. Isaac God going down there. He's still chained up. Soneko looking for that target, but A gets himself caught out. There's the Shuriken toss, but he'll miss on that Sunstrike. Tiny trying to zip away in time. Tosses the Juggernaut away, just a little bit away. And they fight without their team. They get themselves picked off. Ember Spirit still farming. And, well, no
I mean,
kills.
I guess. Okay. One of the other things which DTR could be considering right now, besides saving for buyback, he's gonna save for a second rapier. So at least we
Okay, yeah.
He's gonna leave the second one in the face. Yeah, those are his other options as well.
I can get behind that. Can get behind the logic. So with backup rapier.
He has to. He doesn't have a choice. I mean, just from that fight, you could tell that they just don't have the damage. And Discardi, I mean, like you mentioned, just for the raw HP, so he can soak things up. He's got 3,000 HP. I don't really see how you crit him down unless you get like what, 2 rapiers? Oh, that's even better, 2 rapiers. Yeah, sell the blink, get double rapiers. Just do it.
No, sell boots, man. Sell boots.
Uh,
Sell
boot-
boots. Move with
boots are too weak.
remnants. Easy.
I think Miracle had a game where he had like 4 rapiers, but still lost. He sold his boots.
Some games are just unwinnable. Valve makes that in such a way they concoct that MMR schematic for you to lose. No matter how hard you try, you'll lose. There are some games like there are some games that you're meant to win. Like there's this one game I was playing with my friends. We were completely destroyed. We almost lost, and they were pushing into our base, about to hit the throne towers. They were owning us so hard. We just told them to end mid, and all of a sudden their land shot power went out. All 5 of them DC'd at once, and they never came back. So
RNG gods. I wish
We
that
won.
happened more.
yeah, I mean, some games are just winning. You know, you can call it win trading or VAC or whatever, but some games it is not winnable by
I think-
unforeseen circumstances.
Yeah, I think like yesterday there were poor network conditions going on. Something around the C service. Oh wait, bottom lane. Yeah, I think they want to kill somebody. Juggernaut's TP'd in. Nah, they can't find the Ember.
Well, Aegis
Alright.
is about to time out soon, so Soneko's whole pass is not gonna be okay. Yep, Ice Blast trying to look for that lion. You actually land on him, tag him. Oh no, he missed! He missed
Oh,
Soneko.
Soneko.
That was
It
the
was
moment.
in that moment he knew he messed up.
Yep, he knew. Right. He's got a free pass. Are they going in? Did Yura says, I wanna, but Soneko says, you better not. And is he alive?
Oh, detection.
Okay,
Oh, okay, now they
okay.
do.
Punished for your sins.
Since... Oh,
Dude, I mean, you can't just buy a relic just for the damage. It doesn't work that way, dude. Just buy the
Yura
rapier.
as a teaser.
With the
he's-
rapier, he could have one hit, like he crit onto the line. Something I realized as well, this game is, I'm not sure it's RNG or whatever, but he has been getting these crits only on the supports, but not the cores this game, which is so unfortunate.
I
Heck.
don't know. I'm waiting for that. Maybe he says, you know, the only time you buy rapier is when you're behind. And hey, why not? We get behind. Hey, go die, Soneko. Go die, art style. Let us lose a set of racks. Then I'll be justified to buy that rapier, and I won't get flamed even if we lost because it was a last-ditch attempt. I still feel like this game is Navi's to lose. They should not lose this. They really should not lose this.
It's tough. I mean, when you have 10,600 gold, just do it. You gotta just man up, dude.
Don't
I
let
mean,
your
like I
dreams be
agree with you.
dreams.
I mean, just now when you said the old Navi, how they would just no hesitation just doing what needed to be done. I mean, I wasn't joking about the rapier part. I mean, I was sort of was, but at this point, he really needs it, whether he likes it or not. He's just lacking on that damage. But so far, I mean, even if you buy Daedalus, it's not going to be enough. Viper's 2,400 HP. Slaughter's going to be getting more items into more. He's got 1,008. Yeah, you really need more damage. More right click at least.
Alright, Maka's bad. Assault Kuras, Ultimate Orb, Sanchinyasha, BKB. And still no one to fight, no one to use them on. And Juggernaut, one person out there alone. They could be finding him. This could be the play. Is there a hex? There is a hex. Oh, Piggy! Down he goes. Now we're in trouble.
Disaster. Right click
You
him down.
messed up and he's dead.
Nice.
They got him. Beyond Godlike. That's his first death as well. One death apiece there for each carry. And Sansa Stark finally gonna be showing his claws.
Ember did buy the rapier. He finally bought the rapier with
Oh, he did?
9,000 gold. Yeah.
Here we go,
Yes,
boys.
enough. He could buy a second rapier and still have enough for buyback.
Yep, I think that was the plan. Ultimately, I think that was the plan. Insurance policy.
Yeah, he does have enough.
Yeah, alright, we'll see if he loses that rapier now. Let's go. 1,600 in crits. Things are looking up here in the Navi camp. 69 seconds left on the Juggernaut. He does have buyback, 6,000 gold. And we're looking for someone. Hex is ready.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Cleans up that creep wave. And did you wrong? I'm sure they've scouted out this rapier by now. Maybe they have not. No one expects it. Are they expecting it?
Dire's
Tower
middle
top
tower
goes
is under
down.
attack.
And I think Jug is forced to buy back in this one. We'll see the buyback statuses. We have none on Viper, none on Lion. So, okay, never mind. Alacrity Tiny, good stuff. And there we go. The Juggernaut buys back into the game. Lion looking for that stun. We're going in on the Tiny. Oh no,
Oh,
the crit!
crit.
He blasts lands on 2. The Juggernaut is tagged now, so he can't afford to take too much damage here in the fights. They are going to focus on Tiny, but he's not the one you should be worried about.
Nice.
Did you raw? Dicing them all up. The EMPs gonna look to do some damage. Here comes the cuts. Oh, we're gonna get some crits in
Oh my
here.
God.
No, we're not. We're gonna set him home. But that's gonna be your Chen down, and that's gonna be a melee creep down as well. Sunstrike gonna be missing, and the Gem of True Sight not gonna be doing them any favors now. There's poor Thunder Height trying to hold that base in place. That Chen, I really tried, and picks up the gem on his way out. Smurf style, will he get out of there in time? Oh, here comes the Juggernaut.
Right.
Lotus up. Oh, Abyssal on both sides. He is gonna be the hero of this game. Spins the Lion and Chen into the air, but I don't think he's gonna die there. He drops an Ice Blast just for fun.
He's gonna kill the lion. Lion's gonna die.
Will he die there?
Yeah, it's
I think, yeah,
real.
he's
gonna die.
Lion, shiver me timbers. Down he goes. And he even walks into the vortex to break up. So he's gonna die. And 3 for 3. Amber Spirit holds on to his rapier. Good stuff. 7 and 1 now.
This game. Alright, so now he's just gonna keep holding on to the gold so that he has more options if he chooses to. I mean, at some point maybe he might even sell the butterfly or just leave it at base and just go for like a second rapier instead. That's usually the option. I mean, you need the crit. That's pretty much the point of it.
FN,
no.
that's not the
No,
way.
he doesn't have buyback. No.
Yep, ditto.
Oh,
Oh man,
what
hit
a
his illusion. Crit for, cleave for 400. Easy.
all mid now. Right now,
Balance in all
yeah.
things.
Dandy's like shouting right now. He's like, all mid, go.
Yep. Davidas. Down we go. No Juggernaut buyback. I think this might be the end of the road here. It's only game 1 in this BO3, guys. Navi vs Arcade. 58 minutes in. I felt that this game was unnecessarily long, but Navi did it. They're back. He's going in. Matt goes back. Tossed back to the enemy. And GG. They GG before it even starts. And down we go. Isengard not prevailing once again. And Navi will claim game number 1 in this BO3 in the BTS series EU versions. And a Navi victory. Woohoo! So what are your thoughts on this game?
I think Arcade probably picked the Chen a bit too early, leaving Bounty Hunter in the pool. It was just really risky. It just boiled down to the nature of the draft. I mean, even if Invoker Ember Spirit, I mean, besides that, you had to deal with the Tiny as well, who can transition into a very scary late core. Yeah, I mean, Arcade, they just missed the optimum peak timing in the draft, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, well, what do you think about the AA pick? Do you think it worked?
It was
I mean,
amazing.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say it was instrumental, especially with the Ice Blast, getting them all these very crucial kills.
Alright, so last question. Game number 2, now that Navi are 1 game up. I know it's a single elimination, but they have that 1 game buffer. Pudge for Dandy. Yes or no?
Yes, I want to see it at the Ether Lens. I just want to see what the hype is all about. I mean, I'm a Pudge. I realize
I know
a
it's
lot
all
of
the acronyms, man. It's all about the acronyms.
It's all about the Axe. It's just
4
so
second
strong. Right now.
hooks! OS Frog! Woo! Alright, we'll see if Pudge. I'll go message Dandy and tell
Keep
him
praying,
to pick
keep praying.
Pudge. And we'll see if the Navi boys will give us something to cheer about. Will we see a Pudge? Navi versus Arcade coming to you, game 2 in the next match. So don't go anywhere, grab a drink, and we'll be right back with game number 2. Much love and Kappa.
See ya.